So just like in class discussion 2, here is a third algebra machine. Complete the machine instructions and the algebra column. This time some of this is missing here, as well as what we're doing to each expression. Solve your equation, show and explain all your steps. So the first thing we did to W was 5W, which you should be able to see we multiplied by 5. Okay. It doesn't tell us what we did here, but we could see that 2 steps later, the 5W minus 6 was divided by 3. So we have to assume that in this step, we subtracted 6, because after that, we divided by 3. And you can tell the order of the steps because we said whenever you see this horizontal fraction line, it means that the expression on top is in parentheses, which means it came first according to order of operations, PEMDAS. Okay, if we're then adding 2, it means we're taking this expression and then adding 2 afterward. So that's not part of the fraction at all, and the output is 5, tells us it's going to equal 5 when we write up this equation, 5W minus 6 divided by 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, so now that we need to solve it, we're going to take a look at it, of course, this way first, and then as a formal equation. So if we started with 5, the opposite of adding 2 would be 5 minus 2 and give us 3. Okay, then from this 3, the inverse of dividing by 3 would be to multiply by 3, which would give us 9. Next, instead of subtracting 6, we would do the opposite and add 6 to get 15. And then finally, to get us back where we started, the inverse of multiplying by 5 would tell us to divide by 5, and our original number W must have been 3. Okay, let's look at that a little more formally now. So the first thing we always want to do when solving an equation, PEMDAS backward, is look for any addition subtraction first. We see the plus 2, we're going to get rid of that first by doing its inverse, minus 2. Just rewriting the rest, but 5 minus 2 gives us 3. Okay. Now, division comes before parentheses in order of operations. So when we're going backward, multiplication, division would come first, or before the parentheses. Okay, so the inverse of dividing by 3 would be to multiply by 3. On the left side, that'll cancel the 3's. On the right side, you have to actually multiply, and 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, the only thing left is 5W minus 6. When we get to the point that parentheses is the only thing left on that side, we can drop the parentheses. Okay, so now we're back to considering PEMDAS. Again, first thing that's supposed to happen is any addition and subtraction. The inverse of minus 6 would be to add 6. It cancels us on the left, and on the right side it gives us that 5W is 15. Okay. Last step, invert the multiplication division. We see 5 times W. We're going to do the inverse operation of dividing by 5, and we get that W equals 3, just like we had said before.